Alright, let's see. We're taking a coup. Best choice is to use Marshall Plan. It's the probably the best choice. We're not going to get hurt very much in Western Europe. We don't have anything there anyway. And we're going to give the U.S. an advantage. They already have an advantage, so fine, whatever. Best not to use containment. We don't want to cancel our headline card, which was Red Scare Purge. Don't want to play NORAD. We could play NORAD, but rather use that. Maybe we'll use that on the space race. See how that works. One op and two ops aren't going to help us much. We want to use that for the effect. Yeah, Marshall Plan's the best choice. We're going to Coup Panama. It's the there's not many targets in the Middle East. That's all we can do right now. Middle East is the only option. Middle East, Africa, Central or South America are our only coup targets. You can see here, because of the DEFCON status, Asia and Europe are off the board. Middle East doesn't have anything there. If we coup Panama, we're still going to send the DEFCON down, which will not give the U.S. a coup in the Middle East, which is definitely, we don't want that. So here we go, 4 ops, firm Marshall Plan to coup Panama. Here we go. Ooh, only a 1. That's a total of 5. We do 1 plus 4 from the card. We needed 4 because the ability number is 2. We double that to get 4. That's only a difference of 1. Good thing is, well, it's not really that good, but the Russian position gets 1 better because that was the difference. 1 better, that means 1 influence goes away from the Americans. Panama is now empty. Because we played a 4 ops card, we get 4 required military operations. DEFCON status, Panama is a battleground country. DEFCON status goes down to 2. Middle East no longer couable. Okay, Marshall Plan activates because it's now it's a USA card. Soviets played it for the points. Effect happens. Firstly, it allows play of NATO, which is another card I don't think we've seen yet. U.S. gets to add 7 in Western Europe. Let's see. We're going to do this strategically. We know as the U.S. that NORAD is in the deck somewhere. We haven't seen it in our hand. We don't know the USSR has it in their hand. So we're going to be safe and put 1 in Canada. That counts. There we go. That's 3. We want to shore up our position in West Germany because there is a mid-war card that will give the USSR 1 point in West Germany. We want to make sure we prepare for that. We never know what's going to happen in France because of Charles de Gaulle. That's 4. That's 3 out of 7. We will always want to make sure we have points in Italy because you never know what could happen. There's a mid-war card that's called Brush War that could wrest control of Italy away from us. We don't want that. And for the same reason, we're actually going to put 1 in Austria. You see here, oops, that's in the wrong place. Austria is split, East and West Germany. It counts for this purpose. We're going to put 1 in Austria, 1 in Greece. You know, I was going to say Spain, Portugal, but we're actually going to do Turkey instead. You see here, Turkey's way over there, but it counts, it's colored as if it's Western Europe, so it counts as Western Europe. We're going to put 1 there. We want that access to Syria by way of influence. So Marshall Plan's done. Its asterisk gets removed from play, but underline, we're going to put it adjacent to the board so we can see that NATO is now playable. That's one of the secondary effects of Marshall Plan, allows play of NATO. Okay, that was a Russian turn. Not great for Soviets, but you know what? Not great for the Americans either. Let's see. Americans still don't have much going on over here. We're at -1. That's even worse. We have to get rid of Warsaw Pact. I think we're going to do that first. It doesn't have to make a difference what order we play these cards in. Not really, anyway. Yeah, 2 points. Because we're -1 from Red Scare. So it's going to be 2 points. We're going to use 2 points to do something. Let's see. We're waiting on all the scoring cards. So what do we want to do here? There's not much we can do here. We could theoretically put a point in Thailand, which will give us access to Laos, Cambodia, but they will just beat us there. We could break control of North Korea, which they'll just put it back. Not great. This battle that's brewing in the Middle East is really something I want to try and stop. They've really hindered us with the -1 card, but we do have 2 points. I know that there is a card in the early war deck called Arab-Israeli War. We may have talked about it in a previous part of this video. I don't remember. That was the other day. But we have a major advantage if that card gets played, and so we want to take Israel. That's what we'll do. We'll add 2 to Israel. We have 2 ops. We'll add 2 to Israel, giving us a total of 4. 4 is the stability number. We control Israel as Americans. That was our 2 points. Now the Warsaw Pact formed effect happens. The USSR gets to choose one. Remove all U.S. influence from 4 countries in Eastern Europe. Even though the U.S. has points in Yugoslavia and Finland, not Finland, Yugoslavia and Austria, it's still not too good to pick that option because it's one or the other, not a mixture. So we're going to pick the second option, add 5 in Eastern Europe. No more than 2 per country. Let's see. Always we want to increase our influence in East Germany and Poland. There are cards, as the game goes on, there are more and more cards that try to get you out of there, and we want to make sure that position is secure. We're going to add 1 to East Germany. Let's see, what else? We need to find another 6 tile. That could be a problem. I know it's here. 5, 2, 4. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's not. We'll just we'll have to improvise, I guess. There's a 5. What do we got there? We got 5 already. Let's just put a 1 there. That'll be 6. Take that 5 away. Okay, that was 2 points. We got 3 more. 3 more. Let's see. We know we're going to take Romanian abdication. Let's put 2 in Finland. That gives us that control easily for a cheap price. That's 4. We have 1 more point. I say we add 1 more point into Austria just to give them something to think about. Not a problem. They did that with Marshall Plan. We're going to do that with the Warsaw Pact. That effect is asterisks, allows play of NATO. It accomplishes a similar goal to Marshall Plan, allows play of NATO. We're going to put this face down. That's permanent discard. Okay. Russian turn. Let's see what's going on over here. You know, we kind of actually boxed ourselves into a corner a bit. We got Truman Doctrine. We don't want to lose our 2 points in Austria. May have to get there. Let's play it safe. Let's play decolonization. Well, and I guess we can take Austria. Let's play some mind games. We'll challenge them in Europe. We'll play Romanian abdication for the effect. We'll take Romania, giving us an equal number of countries. The U.S. no longer has domination. If they want to keep domination, they're going to have to fight for it. That's asterisks, face down, discard. All right. U.S. player. Still in a bad way. Let's see. What do we want to do? We've got 3 points with nuclear test ban. We're at -1. Another thing, it's not really good to play the China card when you're at -1. We want to utilize the maximum effect, which is 5 points in Asia. So we might want to hold on to the China card this turn. Okay, I think what we're going to do is nuclear test ban. That's worth 3 right now because we're at -1. Let's see. I'm thinking if they want to challenge us, they haven't beat us yet. We've got plenty of access to all countries. We only need 1 point to take Canada, Greece, and Turkey. So if the Russians want to play that game, let's play that game. 3 points with nuclear test ban. No asterisk. That's going to get face-up discard. We're going to take control of Canada with 1 point from nuclear test ban. We're going to take control of Greece with 1 point from nuclear test ban. And we're going to take control of Turkey with 1 point from nuclear test ban. That's 3 points. That's all we have. That secures our domination of Europe. We have 2, 4, 6, 7 countries to their 4. If they want to keep playing that points game, they're going to be hard-pressed to do so. They're going to have to find something else to do, not in my house. I got to keep an eye on those ops. We're not doing too well over there, but that's the U.S. turn. Russians over here. Let's see. Back in action. Okay. Middle East. We're still looking good in Asia. I know Indo-Pakistani War is in the deck. As the Russians, I don't know that the U.S. has it. we have we have domination of Asia. There's no contesting that. We don't need to waste time in there. We have secured control of that corridor, that Western Asian corridor right there. So we're not really worried about that. What I'd really like to do is use this opportunity to shore up either my position in Middle East or start spreading into Africa or the Americas. I can't really do that right now. There is a Fidel Castro card that gives me Cuba that could let me do that, but wishful thinking on my part, I suppose. Right now, the Americans don't have too much of a lead. They have Israel, which is can be chaotic at times. Let's do this. Let's play 3 points, I'm thinking, with NORAD. They control Canada now. Hopefully we'll get Quagmire early on and we'll be able to cancel. Yeah, 3 points with NORAD. NORAD's going to be played face up. We'll put it next to Canada so we know it's there. And we're going to use 3 points to take Iraq. See here, U.S. has... Oops, that's not right. Take Iraq. U.S. has 1, USSR has 1. We add 3 to Iraq. That gives us 4 to 1. Stability number is 3. We have 3 more than they do, therefore we control Iraq. That's fine. Okay, that's the USSR turn. NORAD goes into effect for the U.S. player. Anytime the DEFCON status moves to the 2 box, hence forward, or forthwith, I guess, U.S. will get to add 1 point to a country they already have influence. This is bad news bears for Iraq because they do have a point there. They could easily put 1 point there and break my control. But, you know, we're going to do that anyway. That's probably the best move right now. We have decolonization. We'll be able to spread it into Africa, no problem. And we'll be okay. U.S. turn. They're struggling over here. U.S. is struggling. Let's see. We're in bad news over here. We're secured Europe for the time being. We need to work on Asia and the Middle East. Best thing to do here would be to take Saudi Arabia. Unfortunately, we do not have the points to take Saudi Arabia unless we play the China card, which we do not want to do. Let's see, this is not good. What we want to do now, we have access to Gulf states, we have access to Syria, we have 1 point in Lebanon, Jordan, no access to Africa. We do have access to Africa. South America, maybe the Americas, let's see, we want to try to mess up the Russians in Asia, but I have no really way to do that unless I get some influence somewhere. Especially now that NORAD's in effect, it may behoove me to spend a bunch of points to get 1 point in various places. That way I can mess them up if I have to, strategically speaking, when they take the first coup. So that's what we're going to do. Formosan Resolution is going to be... Oh, that's only worth 1 point now. Don't want to do that. East European Unrest is going to be worth 2 points because we're a -1. We're going to spend 2 ops. Thailand is controlled by the Russians, so we're going to have to pay the double price penalty. We have 2 ops. We're going to spend 2 ops to put 1 point in Thailand. They're going to have to make a choice. They're going to have to make a choice between gaining control of, or gaining more control of countries in the Middle East, which would be what I would do if I was the Russians. I guess I am, but that's beside the point. They're going to make a choice. They're going to need to go for Laos Cambodia, or I'm going to take it next turn. I'm basically threatening Laos Cambodia, just like you would threaten a piece in chess, forcing them to react. Alright, that was East European Unrest. This is the U.S. event. We're the U.S. right now. Effect doesn't trigger. Temporary discard pile. Let's see. The Russians over here. Let's see. We're still mad about Truman Doctrine. Let's see. Decolonization is where we're going to go next. No, you know what? Truman Doctrine, I no longer care about Austria because of that Marshall Plan, or because of those countries they took in Asia. Let's play Truman Doctrine, get it out of the way. It's going to be asterisked. It's going to go away for good. We're going to spend 1 point. We're going to take Laos Cambodia with 1 point. That's all we need. There we go. 1 point. The U.S. is at -1. They're probably not going to risk all the extra points it's going to take to try and follow me through this Western Asian corridor there. It's probably just not cost effective, so we pretty much secured that. Truman Doctrine effect happens. The U.S. will remove 2 from Austria. That's the effect. Remove all USSR influence in 1 uncontrolled country in Europe. We saw there Austria had 1 USSR, 2 USSR, 1 US in Austria. Was not controlled. Truman Doctrine happens. That was the effect. Permanent discard. Okay, Americans. Let's see. Still not happy with these cards. Yeah, the USSR took Laos, Cambodia, so that our Asian strategy may not be the world's greatest choice now. We're really in a bad way with these cards. Not much to do. Just need to survive. Just need to survive. Just need to survive. Let's start playing into. Let's think ahead. Let's think ahead. Asia's, we can't worry about Asia. We can't worry about lost causes. Europe's secure fairly. We don't really have that much access to Iraq. You know what? Let's do that. Let's go to Saudi Arabia. We've got 2 points to spend with Suez Crisis. We're going to do Suez Crisis. We don't want the effect to happen, so we're going to play it with UN Intervention, which cancels the effect, but we get to use the ops. It's only worth 2 ops because of the Red Scare Purge, but we still have 2 points. We're going to put 2 points in Saudi Arabia. All right, let's see. Yeah, the geopolitical quagmire that is the Middle East continues to be so. Let's see. Suez Crisis is asterisk. The effect didn't occur, though, and so it's going to go on the temporary discard, as is UN Intervention. Temporary discard. Those are going to come back. We can't worry about that right now as the U.S. Here we go. Russians. So let's see. 2 more turns. 2 more turns. 2 more turns. It is worth noting that because the U.S. played UN Intervention, they will not have a held card. They spent their held card essentially when they played UN Intervention. They had to play 2 cards at once. They've lost their held card. Not a big deal right now. Could be a big deal. It's not right now. Here we go. Here we go. Well, let's see. Russians. I'm really interested in playing into Africa early on because you see here, U.S. has access to Algeria through France, and also they have that point in South Africa. We want to play decolonization for the effect. We're going to do so. It's 4 points, or 1 influence in 4 countries in Africa or Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia is looking good enough. We want to start taking these African battleground countries, which is going to be Angola. There's 1. Zaire is going to be 2. Nigeria is going to be 3. 4th, we're going to put 1 in Algeria to make the U.S. think twice about trying anything there. It's really not good for the U.S. player. Decolonization is pretty nasty. It can be. Okay, U.S. player. Let's see. Pretty much got 1 point to do nothing useful with. Let's do it this way. We're going to spend that 1 point for Moser Resolution. It's worth 1 because of -1 from Red Scare Purge. We're going to put that 3rd one in Saudi Arabia. Take that. That's 3 points. That's 3. That controls it. That's fine. We're going to lose points on the ops, most likely. But, can't really worry about that right now. We have bigger fish to fry. We cannot let the USSR get the advantage. They're going to definitely take the advantage in the mid-war because that's just what happens. But we don't want to give them to them early. Last turn for the Russians. Containment's our best bet. It's going to give them +1, but you know what? I'm so far ahead. Not worried about it. 3 points. We're going to use those 3 points to shore up. It is possible that all of the scoring cards could come back. We want to make sure we've got 2 out of the 3 regions. We do, kind of. We want to spend those 3 points to shore up our position in the Middle East. Taking 2 points to take Libya from there, and spending the other points to take Syria, giving us 2. That gives us domination. 4 battlegrounds to the U.S. is 2. More countries total, that's 5 versus 4, and also 1 of each. We have Syria and we have a battleground. That gives us domination of Middle East. We have domination of Asia. U.S. has domination of the Europe. This is actually fairly standard setup. Typically the U.S. doesn't have that much in the Middle East from my experience. But that's kind of what the situation looks like. U.S., the effect happens, cancels Red Scare Purge. Containment gets permanently discarded. Red Scare does not. Last turn for the Americans. Indo-Pakistani War is all we got. We've got 2 ops now. We have to play it. Let's see. You know what? We're going to cut this video. I'm going to think about it. We're going to come back to what's going to happen with the American player.